Welcome back to the IBFP. Here's your host, Boxing New.
Canelo Alvarez is set to vacate his IBF title, and look, let's break it down honestly and objectively as possible. And according to Michael Benson and BoxingScene.com, Canelo Alvarez is reportedly planning to vacate his IBF super middleweight world title rather than defend it against his mandatory challenger, William Skull. Next, Canelo Alvarez will remain a unified middleweight champion, just relinquishing this one belt. Now, look, when you look at this whole thing in its totality, to me, I understand why Canelo would relinquish his belt. I mean, he feels like, I don't want to fight this mandatory. It's a pointless fight. No one knows who this guy is. But on the other hand, when you see the situation, you see a potential Terence Crawford fight. Will Terence Crawford still be interested in fighting Canelo Alvarez at 168 pounds if there's no opportunity for him to become undisputed? Will he still be interested in that fight? Or is this a sign that Canelo Alvarez is looking to fight David Benavidez at 168 or 175? Is this a sign of that? Is Terence Crawford satisfied with an opportunity at potentially being a unified champion at 168? I don't know how that changes the legacy aspect of those fights, because the whole reason why anyone would have thought Canelo would have been interested in retaining those belts is simply because Terence Crawford or David Benavidez would have wanted to compete for the undisputed status. Now, at this point, whoever Canelo fights next, it will not be for undisputed. Whether it's Terence Crawford, whether it's David Benavidez, no matter who he picks, it will not be an undisputed fight. So whoever is looking to fight Canelo, who's ever wanting to beat Canelo, they're not going to get a historic great benefit from it by being undisputed if somehow they were able to pull off the victory and beat Canelo Alvarez. So that's my thoughts on it. Now, Canelo Alvarez, I could see him and David Benavidez fighting without the undisputed crown at stake. I think David Benavidez and Canelo could still make that a massive fight. And at the end of the day, you know, David Benavidez really wants to test himself against Canelo Alvarez. That's the only fight that I want to see. I don't want to see William Skull. I don't want to see Berlanga. And I don't want to see Terence Crawford. I want to see Canelo Alvarez versus David Benavidez. And if it's not for undisputed, I'm okay with that. If it is for undisputed, I'm okay with that. Now, as far as Terence Crawford goes, I really don't understand why anybody would think that he would even want to fight this fight if all the belts are not on the line.